Hello everybody. Today we are going to use scheduled workflows inside your SuiteCRM to check old records and act on those. Okay, so let's go. Maybe you have already worked with workflows and you got used to if you click on save, if you update anything, and then something in the background is happening and is doing stuff for you automatically. If not, check my videos on the workflows. But there are different workflows as well. So it could be that you're working with the system, everything is fine, you're forgetting about some records or something gets stale, something is too old, something has not happened yet, and then automatically a time trigger goes every minute, every night, however you define it, and would check for exactly those records. And if so, if there's something too old or has not happened yet or is in a problematic stage, and then it would inform you. Let's try to apply this logic for cases. So here we've got a case, and as you can see, most of the cases were just fairly recently created in the demo data, and I have configured one to have been created in the very past. So this one here is stale, and we need to take care of this and move this forward. Let's ignore the status for now, because that basically only makes sense on if it's opened and has not had any updates recently or something. So how do we do this? The first thing that I like to do is get my data right, because in the workflow manager, if we start with this one right away, it's possible, of course, but it's more difficult. So therefore, I would first like to create a report and call that something like all old cases or stale cases or something. My report module is the cases itself, and now here I'm just interested in the data that exists, so therefore I'm using the subject and maybe the created date here. So first of all, I only save this, I don't add any other logic here, and that's totally good and fine. The only thing that I want to add is a sorting, and I want to sort by the date ascending, so the oldest date is at the very, very top here. And now I need to add conditions in order to see only what I'm interested in. This is this one here. So for your workflow, later on you would add conditions similar to this one. Here we've got cases. And then what are my conditions? And that depends on your business case now. For me, I only want to look into the date created. So now comes the tricky bit. So the date created should be less than or equal to, and now we want to have a date, and the date is basically now, and now we need to define a delta. And here you would again define this based on your requirements. You can add minutes, hours, days, weeks, month. Let's go with month and see what happens. If I save this, you can see all I get is this individual task, which has been created several months in the past now. And this is basically exactly the trigger that I want to have for my inform me that there is still a case waiting for me, pending or whatever. You would probably add something like look into the status, look into who's responsible at the moment, are you blocked by the customer and stuff like this. But you get the gist. So here, this is exactly what we need to do. Let's keep this one open and go to our admin area and then to our workflow manager and build up exactly this workflow. So maybe we call it something like inform about stale cases. And then my workflow module is the cases module. And I want to run it only in the scheduler. So here we're not interested in any updates or on create or something. So only on the scheduler. And therefore new records, modified records, it basically doesn't matter. It should happen on all. Repeated runs, I would be very, very careful here. Usually not, because once you have triggered this, And then it's good, you have sent this email, but you don't want to send it every minute. So if you say repeated runs, it could really happen that you send every minute an email. So therefore, careful and don't do this. Usually if you want to send like 3 or 4 emails with follow-ups, and then you would create 3 or 4 workflows, and then one with like 1 week, the other one with 10 days, and the next one with 14 days or something. Run on import not as well, because by definition it's only for the delayed stuff. So cases, and now I have to use my date created. Here do exactly the same like before. Less than or equal to. Now I select a date, and now is good. Minus, and here would, again, your definition or your business process would come in now, and you will have your requirement based on exactly that. Now what do we want to do? You could modify the record itself, and now we would need to look into this. Maybe you have a special field, and the special field says something like priority. Maybe set the priority to high. This is a good idea. Then we do this one, add a field, and we just add the priority here, and we set this to high because it is old, and therefore we need to pull it up in the priority. Then we set high priority. Very good. And what else could you do? So you could create a record as well, and the create a record would be for cases updates. And what you could do is here, for instance, you would add something like a name, and then a stale case, and then maybe you have a description as well, and the description would be something like act now. And if you have any other things, like you want to assign it to somebody, and then let's do this as well. Then we have it assigned to someone, so the admin is responsible now, and you can add whatever you see fit. And here, create case update. So important here, that's pre-checked already, relate to workflow module. My workflow module, or the record from the workflow module, is what we found here, and then it will be automatically related if there's a relate field, and that's very important here. But you'll see it in a bit, how that looks on the front end. So now this should basically run in the background, and you see the audit process here. So you usually need to wait for the next full minute, depending on your scheduler. Let's look into the schedulers as well. If you're having a version installed which is newer than 8.9.1, you've got this fancy admin scheduler view already, and then you can see the last successful run was at 12:20, and then we can see whether 12:21 was probably the next one, and so on. So make sure that this one is running here, and if this is not running, make sure that you set it up correctly. Check out my video on the what's new in 8.9.1 as well, or in 8.9. There I'll show how to set this up at the moment here for the cron job. Now I can refresh this one here, and as you can see in our process audit, it lists all the records which have been affected or worked on by this scheduler or job. So if I refresh this one now, you remember we have updated this one here, and we have a case update as well. So now instead of low, as you can see, that did not work at all. Let's look into need to purchase additional licenses. I'm in the wrong record. Need to purchase additional licenses. So priority is high. And then I have here a case update from just 12:20. Remember, this was the last execution time of our scheduler when we just checked. Date modified, 12:20 as well. It is possible, if you can define what should happen and when, that automatically in the background your CRM system, your schedulers, your jobs will go into the system and help you to work on your data, help you with keeping data up to date, inform you about if something is falling through the cracks, and make sure that the processes inside your CRM system are just there without any gaps. It's very valuable, so try to look into where you've got long-running business processes and where you can implement stuff like this inside your CRM system. That's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.